Gary, I share the points here at Bayes today. Some of your thoughts on the match?
Thought it was the right result. Although we went in front early with a well-worked corner, I thought East Fife were the better team. Probably had the more chances in the first half. And we were we weren't poor, but we weren't brilliant defensively, and we weren't brilliant going forward. So we tweaked a couple of things at half time, and I thought in the second half we looked the team far more in control. Albeit in the last 5 minutes, East Fife I think had a few corners, but I thought they were in control of the first half. I thought we were in control of the second, but I don't think either keeper had a lot to save. So I think a draw was a fair result.
Yeah, you named Ross Meakin captain. He pays you back in a matter of minutes, doesn't he?
Yeah, listen, Ross is a versatile player. He could play anywhere across the back four. He's quite vocal in the changing room. Obviously, with Gregor missing today, we just thought it was Gregor as captain and Ross and Nat as the vice captain really. And today we just went with Ross. Next week if Gregor's not back, it could be Nat. But great for him to get a goal when he's captaining the team as well. Because he's got a lot of affection for Stenhousemuir. Yeah,
Gregor Buchanan and Ross Taylor both out of the squad. What's the latest for them?
Yeah, Gregor just got a knock very early on last week, and there was a lot of fluid in his knee. He's confident that he'll be fit for next week, so that's good. And obviously we only had Nicky back training on Thursday, so there was a bit of a risk playing Nicky, but with Gregor being out, we decided to take that, and Nicky's got through that, so that's great. And Ross Taylor, it was just an innocuous challenge really, right at the very end of training on Thursday, because Ross was in line to start today. Because we freshened it up a little bit, we were going to freshen it a little bit more, and he was tracking back to try and get urine, and they had a tangle and he's rolled his ankle, so he's went up to the hospital. There's no break or anything, but they've just, as precaution, they've put him in a moon boot for a few days, so we'll just have to wait and see how he reacts. And obviously Kai's went off, he's a little bit sore just now, because I thought Kai was doing a really good job for us. Flew a few good old-fashioned tackles, but somebody's just landed on the top of his foot, so we'll just see how he reacts in the next 24-48 hours as well.
Yeah, East Fife named Dick Campbell as their manager in the week. How much does the dynamic change when there's a switching manager in the lead up to the game?
I don't know why it is, but more times than not, when a new manager comes in, there's a lift for the players. It happened when I took over at Stenhousemuir last season. So we were aware of that, and we actually started the game really well, but they just found their way into the game. Mushton's movement was causing us a little bit of problems, albeit we had a back two that haven't played, two centre halves that haven't played together before. But it was more when he was peeling into the wider areas and then coming in late, he was causing us a little bit of problems. So, actually, I forgot what you said there. I was rattling.
just
about Dick coming in. No, and listen, obviously the crowd are behind him. I think there was a few more in the crowd today. Dick's obviously got to get a reaction. So we know it was going to be difficult. Listen, at the end of the day, it's another game we've done. Nobody's made up any ground on us. I think it was a well-earned point. Sometimes you'll draw games and think we've dropped points. I don't think that today. I think it's a difficult place to come. We've always had difficult games here when I've been in charge. Even at home, there've been difficult games. Very close to two teams. So I'm delighted with the point, and we just move on to next week.
Yeah, looking ahead to next week, a difficult away tie up in Elgin. How is it? Just prepare normally for it?
Yeah, just prepare normally, see who's fit, see who may be struggling. Obviously, we are at the moment, we've got a friendly lined up for Tuesday to get a little bit of game time into people like Kirky and Ben Stirling, Bradley Rodden, Curtis, James. But we'll just wait and see on the injury front, because we're a little bit short in bodies just now. So if we can't play the friendly, we can't play it. We'll see how we are on Monday. What I would say is that Elgin they've made 4 or 5 signings. The lads are getting their own team. They've turned it around. I think they got a victory today, their first away win of the season, so there'll be a lot of confidence. I went to watch them against Bonnyrigg last midweek, and they've got the second best home record in the league. So that obviously they're doing something right at home. So we know it's going to be a difficult game, but as I say to the players, it'll be a difficult game for them as well. And as long as we turn up, and hopefully turn up like